Alright, gang, check it out, check it out. We are here with PJ and Connor from Crock Pot Abduction. Guys, how you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah, same here.
Cool, guys. Now, introduce yourselves, I guess, and the guys in the band, and tell us how long you guys have been together, and give us a little bit of history. What's going on?
Alright, well, I'm PJ Cimino. I am one of the guitarists of CPA. I do backup vocals. I'm kind of leaning my way towards more lead vocals.
And I'm Connor Lang, and I play bass, lead vocals. Sometimes I play guitar, but I usually stick to bass. The other guys are Jake Decker on guitar, lead vocals, Dominic Ludovici on guitar, and Joe Belfani on drums. They couldn't be here tonight, so we're here.
Cool. So, well, give us a little history, guys. How did it all start? When did it all come about?
Well, it came about I'd say 3 years ago. Our drummer Joe came up to Dominic and asked if he wanted to be in a band. And he said, yeah. And then I wanted to be in a band at the time, so I asked if I could join. And so it was kind of just a small little three-piece. We didn't really do anything. And then we asked PJ to join. It was just us for a while. And the original name was not Crock Pot Abduction.
It was Crock Pot Abortion. Originally, when I entered the band, I was just thinking about the name. It's like, Crock Pot Abortion, Crock Pot Abortion. It's really... I don't think that really fly with audiences. So I'm like, guys, why don't we just switch it to something more family friendly, like something weird? And thus we came up with the name Crock Pot Abduction at the one practice, and I mean it's stuck ever since. So hey,
cool, guys. Well, I gotta say, I've interviewed a lot of bands, played a lot of bands, and that's probably the most unique band name I've come across. So, cheers, man.
Thank you.
That's the goal.
So now, tell us about the songwriting, guys. Is it a one-person effort? Is it a group effort? How do you guys go about doing that?
In a way, it's like a one-person effort. Someone will write the chords and the words and the melody and usually bring it to the band, and then we'll build upon it from there. So it's kind of like a one-person thing, but we're starting to lean towards the group now.
Yeah, ultimately, it's a group effort. There's no one person that writes the entire song, just shows it to everyone. Be like, hey, learn this. I mean, it was one case with the one song I brought to the band, but we kind of switched it up in spots a little bit, but not significantly enough. But yeah, I guess you could say ultimately a group effort.
Cool. All right. So now, how would you guys describe your sound to people?
Different.
Very different.
It's never the same. I can never say it's just the same genre because our songs can go anywhere from alternative to pop punk to
Power
hard
pop.
rock, power pop, anything really. It's all over the place. I don't like to tie it down to one genre.
We call ourselves Crock Rock.
Crock Rock. Very cool. So now, you guys played out a lot?
Yeah, we play out a lot. There's only a few venues we can actually play at, but we try and play whenever we can.
Cool. So now, the best and the worst things about playing the live gigs, what are they?
The worst, definitely setting up and tearing down. It's probably the biggest pain in the arse ever, but playing the show itself, it's just worth it. Just the energy, the charisma you get from the crowd, really, it's fantastic. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
I'd probably have to agree. I think the worst part for me is when you're playing out the songs, and then you get to the last song before your last song, and then you have to stop there. So you can't play your set closer. But I have to say that it's all worth it, like he said, with the crowd energy and everything. It's all just worth it. So it's really for me.
Cool, guys, cool. So how about the strangest thing you guys seen at a gig so far?
Oh, definitely. Back in October, we played a Battle of the Bands to open up for Wheatus. I didn't really care about winning. I just wanted to play. And this drunk guy came in out of nowhere and kind of just peed his pants. And then tried to start a fight with one of the singers from the other bands who had dreadlocks. And he was like, come on, dreadlocks. And he was holding up his fist ready to fight him. And no one did anything about it. They just let this drunk guy who peed his pants wander around. It was very strange. I think that's the weirdest thing I've seen.
I was just laughing at him the whole time, but then again, keeping my distance, because, I mean, he was pretty unpredictable. I wouldn't mess with him.
Cool, guys, cool. Now, the very first song I want to play tonight, Winter Solace. What can you tell us about the tune?
Okay, well, 15 years ago, my brother was in a band called Wonder Dog. They played, emo punk music, and they wrote this song. And one day I showed it to PJ, and he's like, "We should cover this." And then we decided we're going to cover it, and we actually built upon it there. And my brother will even say that this sounds better than the original.
I'm not going to lie, I didn't expect Winter Solstice to go as far as it did. I just expected it to be like a 1-2 show thing, where it'd be like, oh, hey, look, we're covering this song, and like never like play it again after 2 shows. Because I mean that has happened in the past, but I'm actually very psyched that.
So now this is a local band covering an original song from another local band.
Yeah.
So I think that's a keep it metal first here. I think that's pretty cool. Check this out, gang. Winter Solace from Crock Pot Abduction. We will be right back with PJ and Connor. All right, gang. We're back with PJ and Connor. Guys, how you doing?
Still doing pretty good.
Yeah, still hanging in there.
Cool. Now, I do. Now, that blew me away. I think that's awesome. You guys covered an original song from another local band. That is keep it metal first, and it blew me away. That's awesome. So really, hats off to you guys for doing that. That's really, really cool.
Thanks.
So now, guys, when did you guys first start playing your instruments? When did you know this is what you wanted to do?
I started playing bass about 5 years ago because I tried to play guitar, but it just ended up being too hard for me. So I just thought I'd switch to bass, and I really liked it. And then I tried to join a band for like 2 years, but no one I knew really played music. And then when I got into high school, about 10th grade, you know, that's when I said the drummer approached us. We knew him from Boy Scouts, and then that's when the band kind of just formed from there.
Back when I was in 8th grade, I actually like, I kind of felt like leaning towards more guitar was like, it was like kind of more mainstream. So like I was kind of looking at basses online. I'm like, I find a bass and guitar center. I'm like, oh, I want this, and then I find another one. I'm like, oh, I want this. But it turns out like that Christmas I just got a guitar and I just picked it up. I'm like, you know, this is really what I want to do. I can do so much with this, you know.
Cool, guys. Cool. So now, first song you guys can remember learning to play.
For Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica.
Sweet.
That bass solo intro always really got me. I always wanted to learn how to play that. I thought it was really cool that they made the bass sound like a guitar on that song.
Afterlife by Avenged Sevenfold. Not the crazy rhythm part, but just like everything else. The choruses, pretty much. It was fun. It was fun.
Very cool. Very cool. So now, who would you guys say are your musical influences?
I'd have to say now more of a lot of actual local bands like the Menzingers, Tiger's Jaw, Captain We're Sinking, those Clara Foxes. A lot of local bands really influenced me. But I'd have to say as for the like the mainstream ones, I'd say like Weezer, Green Day, stuff like that is what influences what I play.
Cool.
I've been getting into a lot of indie lately, like Block Party and Arctic Monkeys, that kind of stuff. But I've also been getting into a new genre of metal that's coming out. It's called Gent. It's spelled DJENT. Like those bands include like Periphery, Born of Osiris, that kind of stuff.
Right.
But I kind of like split those influences over to my solo project instead of like letting them seep into CPA, because if I write something like that, it's just going to be god awful.
Right. Cool. So now, when you guys aren't writing, playing the gigs, rehearsing, what do you guys do for a day off? What do you guys do for fun?
We end up eating lots of greasy food, go on adventures such as like walking around, finding cool things to do. I'd say CPA hasn't had a good off day in a while with each other, a good hangout day, but we usually will get a good hangout going on. Play some Balderdash.
Oh yeah, Balderdash and a lot of Netflix. The
Netflix.
Usually over the summer we have better days, but our schedules are swamped during the school semesters. So
cool, guys. Cool. So now, what would you say is your most memorable moment so far?
Wow, that's a good one.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to say it was Wrestle Rock 3 at New Vision's Studio and Gallery, which is now no longer with us now. But I have to say my birthday show there, Wrestle Rock 3, was my favorite memory because so many people just moving around. Of course, our friend Ray getting tossed up in crowd surf. That's always a good thing to see. But that was definitely my favorite moment. Just all the energy from the crowd really just made me feel like this is what I want to do.
I'm going to second that because we all wore spandex and crap, and it was uncomfortable, but it was hilarious at the same time because Connor's Brothers band, they performed with us. Like for the last song, we had a 15-minute jam out to "Rockin' in the Free World."
No, it was actually his song. "Rockin' in the Free World" was the different show.
Really?
Yeah, it was Upstate Milkmaid, his song, and we had 7 guitarists playing at the same time. Dom ate garbage. That was his wrestling character. Definitely that show. I mean, my most memorable moment.
Wow, I feel like an idiot now. Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to put you guys on the spot. Your least rock star moment or a Spinal Tap moment. You guys have any you want to share with us?
Oh,
you're on stage.
There's so many.
You're on stage, and you're like, shit, I hope nobody saw that.
What do you think, PG? Do you have any moments like that?
There was actually this one show, maybe about like 1.5 years ago. I just got my wireless system, and I forget where we played. But basically for most of the entire set, up until the last song, my wireless system wasn't working correctly. So there was absolutely no sound coming out of my amp the entire show. So that was my moment.
Wireless systems, that had to be actually one of my moments too. I continued to use my wireless system, even though it wouldn't work a lot and it would cut out and make really weird buzzing noises. But I continued to play with it anyway. And Wrestle Rock 3 was also one of the moments where I went to take my bass off with the wireless on it, and the receiver pulled on the cord and actually broke my my jack on the bass.
Oh.
So I had to borrow somebody else's, but it was all staticky, and it was actually kind of embarrassing. We hadn't even started playing yet, and my bass had broken within a minute.
Oh my god, that was an absolute cluster.
Let's just say the wireless system is no longer with us.
Needless to say.
Oh, cool, guys. So, the next song I want to play, Jurassic Sweat. What can you tell us about the tune?
This song is about people who pretend to be your friend, and then they just totally put you down on any chance they get. And actually, it's one of my favorite songs we've ever written. That's all I gotta say about that.
Cool, guys, cool. All right, listeners, check it out. Jurassic Sweat from Crock Pot Abduction. We'll be right back with PJ and Connor. All right, gang, we are back with Connor and PJ. Guys, how you doing?
Good.
I'm still here.
Cool, cool. We're reliving past Spinal Tap moments here during the break, so that was pretty cool. Oh, guys, check it out. Oh, now, are you guys planning a CD, or do you have a CD? What's going on?
We're planning a CD, actually. I don't know if you're familiar with the band Silhouette Lies, but
Yes.
the kid who recorded them, Eric, he's recording our album, and we're going to stick with him because we like his quality. But while he's away at college, we can't really record anything. So we have half the album recorded. Hopefully we're going to record the other half over the summer.
Cool, cool. Now, release date, when are you guys expecting it to be out?
I'm hoping by at least, well, like the soonest, hopefully, the end of the summer, or the latest being about fall. Hoping.
That is if we keep our heads in the game. But
Yeah. That.
who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows what the future holds?
Cool, cool. Now, bands just starting out, what advice would you have for them?
Just keep your head up. That's all you got to do. If you love doing what you're doing, just keep doing it. If people are definitely going to knock you down as you go along, but you just have to say, like, no, we're better than this. So you gotta keep going. That's all I gotta do.
I would say if you mess up, and you're probably going to, don't worry about it because you're just starting off. You'll definitely get there. You know, you might think that one little mess up is the worst, but honestly, some people don't even notice it out in the crowd. So, like he said, just keep your head up. Really.
Don't sweat the small stuff.
Very cool. Great advice, guys. Great advice. So now, are you guys looking for a label?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment.
Actually, I never really thought about looking for a label yet.
Me either, actually. Yeah.
I was just gonna roll with the tide. Like after we put out this album.
Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
Cool. Really cool. So now, what is the ultimate goal for Crock Pot Abduction?
I don't know, because we have gotten farther than I ever dreamed of going, because like people in this area know who we are, and it's just that feeling is incredible. Honestly, I love it.
The goal? I don't know. I just kind of want to keep doing it until I can't anymore. You know, hopefully my goal is I should be remembered in some sort of way.
Cool, guys. Now, I usually hear to make a ton of money, to rule the world, you know. But that's cool, man. I mean, this shows you, like, you guys are really down to earth, and that's really cool. You guys are really level-headed, and that's really important to have in this industry, because you burn out real fast.
Yeah, gotta keep a clear head, you know. I mean, I just like love being like still like interacting with fans and everything. Like, I just think that like not interacting with like bands not interacting with their fans, I just think that's outrageous. They should do that a lot more. And I like, even if should we ever get big, I want to like keep doing something like that, you know.
Yeah, don't get big headed.
Yeah. Eagles are bad.
Yes. Upcoming shows, you have any?
Yeah, actually, this Friday at the Vintage Theater, we're doing the Headbanging for Life Saving benefit with Karate Camp, Life After Misery, and Cause of Affliction. It's for our friend Squid's mother, Sealand Stevens. She got diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, and it's a benefit for her travel costs and
travel costs, like treatments at the hospital, all that kind of stuff. It's really a great cause. It's at the Vintage Theater. The doors are at 6. The show starts at 7, and it's $10 to get in. So if you're in the area and you get a chance to come out to the city, do something, I mean, that's something you should definitely check out. Even if you can only stay for like 1 or 2 bands, I mean, definitely come and show your support, because she's a fantastic lady.
Cool, guys. That's really cool. And I'll share with you that my father passed away due to lung cancer. And I think it's really cool that you guys are doing this. Really, really cool. That's awesome. And I wish more bands would do stuff like this. That's really cool of you. So, where can the listeners find Crock Pot Abduction?
Facebook.
CrockPotAbduction1.bandcamp.com. We have everything we release is up on that site, including our latest single, She Loves John Stamos.
Twitter?
We don't have a we might. If we have one, it's inactive.
Yeah, I was also thinking about making an Instagram at some point.
How about Reverb?
Cool.
Reverb Nation?
Oh, we have Reverb Nation.
Yeah.
I don't know the link, but we're on Reverb Nation.
Cool. So Reverb Nation, Facebook,
Bandcamp.
Facebook and Bandcamp.
And we have YouTube as well.
Oh yeah.
CPA Vivo.
Yeah, like for live videos of us, just check us out on YouTube. I mean,
YouTube, yeah.
CPA Vivo.
Cool. Not MySpace, right? That's.
I have one. I'm pretty sure, but that no one. It's a ghost town.
Right? Honest to God, that used to be so cool, but oh well. I guess that's the way it goes, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So social media, guys, like how's it work for you guys? How as a band? How does it help? Does it hurt?
I think it helps. Like, I've noticed that event pages on Facebook for shows usually get a better idea of who's going to come out, you know. And not only that, I think that more people would see the event on Facebook than, printing out your traditional flyer and posting it on, like, telephone pole or something. Because, I mean, honestly, people on the internet way more than they're out walking the streets. If you had to say it.
Yeah.
Technology changed everything. I mean, it really, like, Facebook is the way to go for us. Like, to reach our fans for, like, shows, upcoming like upcoming CPA related stuff. It's the way we do it, and I mean, it's fantastic.
It's a wonderful thing.
So I'm about 100 years older than you guys. So I remember back in the day before there was fire, and we actually had to walk around and nail flyers to the telephone poles and pray to God there wasn't going to be rain before the next show, you know. So that's why I kind of laughed when you made the telephone pole reference, you know, because I lived it, you know. It sucked. The internet is great. Yeah.
Oh, it's a fantastic thing.
Oh, guys. Last song I want to play tonight. She Loves John Stamos. What can you tell? This is an awesome title, by the way. This could be the worst song in the world, but it has the greatest title. You know?
And a fun fact about the song, it has absolutely nothing to do with John Stamos.
That makes it even better. Yeah. So what can you tell us about it?
Jake wrote this song. He was sitting in his creative writing class last year in school, and he just looked out the window, and he saw a guy trying to pull a whole tree out of the ground by tying it to the bumper of his truck. A whole tree, not a stump. A whole tree. And so he just started writing from there. And that's really what the song is about.
I don't think I've ever heard that story before.
Yeah, and then his English teacher was telling him a story about some guy she knew named Bill. And that's like the second verse is about. The rest of it, I'm pretty sure, is just came off the top of his head.
I want to know where he got John Stamos from. I
gave him the idea because I wanted to name the song something completely different, and he's like, no. And that's at the time where we said that Jake had looked like Bob Saget. So I said that we should name it She Loves John Stamos.
I'm sitting here laughing about the guy in the pickup trying to pull a tree out because if you're from this area, you'd get it. You'd get it. That's normal around here, right?
Northeast PA is a wonderful place.
Well, PJ, Connor, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight and chatting. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for having us. Yeah,
it's a pleasure.
Very cool, very cool. Hang out 1 second, guys. Listeners, check this out. Crock Pot Abduction. She Loves John Stamos. We'll be right back.
Tied a rope you make.